All right, how y'all doing today? I'm back. I got to talk about what's going on right now with this current administration. Welcome everybody. We're about to get it started. So I'm here today to talk to y'all about the shutdown. They're trying to call it the Democratic shutdown, but we all know that the Democrats don't have any power. So I don't know how we trying to. The thing about the Republicans though. I'm gonna talk about Republicans and I'm gonna talk about Democrats. I'm gonna break down to y'all the reason why Republicans keep winning, even amidst whatever else they're doing. When y'all know I don't believe that all the wins are won fair and square, but we're gonna talk about why they've been winning and why the Democrats having such a hard time at doing the same thing. The Republicans are winning. Hello, Disney Bubba, how you doing? Um, the Republican the Republicans are winning for a very good reason why they've been winning. Aside from the cheating and everything else they got going on, is a reason why they're winning. So the reason why is because they advertise. They advertise everything that they do. It's marketing behind everything they do. The Republicans, they advertise and they market everything that they do. And they market it to the American people in a way that the American people feel like is a good thing. And so their marketing and campaigning is what they're doing, and that's the reason why they're winning. So, for an example, if the Republicans say that it's the Democrats' fault, which is what they like to do, they'll go make like a whole chart or a board or some kind of something, a poster, and they'll put it out while they're out talking. They'll put it out, and what they'll do is they'll take that marketing and they'll say that this is the Democrat shutdown. So what they like to do is point the finger and blame the other side for everything that goes wrong. So they don't just say that the Democrats are wrong. They promote and advertise that the Democrats are wrong. They'll take like this shutdown. We all know that they have all of the power. They have all the control, and they can open the government at any time they want. But the reason why the government is shut down is because they're trying to keep the files hidden away. And if they really wanted to open it, they could. But the reason why they keep winning is because they got little strategies. Like every time they talked about the economy when Joe Biden was president, every time they talked about the economy when Obama was president, they bring out these big charts that they made up. It don't matter how true the chart is. It don't matter how fictional, non-fictional the chart is. They go get this big chart. I'm gonna give y'all an example. This is a piece of paper. And what they do is when they have their little speaks and speeches and they go out in front of the podium, they're talking and they got this sign up. So if you keep seeing this sign up with these fish right here, you like, okay, look, that has fish. And this is what they're saying. It's the Democrats' fault. This is what they do. They advertise and they promote that it's the Democrats' fault. This is the way they promote. They put stuff in front of the camera. It don't matter what it say or how true it is, but they put these charts out and they put these pictures up and they be like, it's the Democrat shutdown. They put a name on it. Donald Trump, biggest strategy to what he do to win, the people that actually follow him and for his following, is he like to put out names for stuff. They like to call it something. They always have like Obamacare, the Democrat shutdown, and they always have a name for it, and they sell it to their supporters because these supporters aren't the smartest supporters. Obviously, these supporters are not very smart, but they sell it to them because they have charts, they have pictures, they have signs, and they're able to sell it to them that it's the Democrats' fault. So right now, what's happening with the shutdown is they're going out in front of the camera a lot, and they're saying that this is the Democrats' fault. And they had a sign in front of the podium that said the Democrat shutdown. This is how they do it. They play these little strategies where they put stuff out in front of people's face and they promote it as in like it's a product. Even if it's not good, people see charts, people see posters, and people believe it. People, especially if you want to believe it, people going with the mindset of wanting to believe it, they're gonna believe it. It ain't nothing you could do to convince them that it's not happening. So what they're trying to do now is try to say that it's the Democrats' fault that people aren't getting their EBT. It's the Democrats' fault that they're trying to cut Medicare, Medicaid, and Social Security. They're trying to say because the Democrats won't come to the table, that all of these people are going to lose their benefits. They're going to lose their EBT. They're going to lose their health care coverage, and they're trying to say it's the Democrats' fault. They're saying the Republicans, we want to negotiate, but y'all all know if they don't get what they want, they're not going to give in. So right now, the reason why the shutdown is going on because they're waiting for the Democrats to cave. They're trying to tell American people that the shutdown is because of the Democrats. They're trying to threaten states that voted for Democrats. If the government if it don't open back up, y'all gonna suffer because of the Democrats. But how you gonna tell me you're gonna take something from a Democrat state and blame it on the Democrats with a Republican president, with the Republican senators, with Republican House majority, and the Supreme Court? You're gonna tell me that it's the Democrats' fault that the shutdown is happening and it's nothing that you guys saying that if they don't come to the table and basically fold and give you what you want, then it's just gonna stay shut down. And you're gonna try to sell it to the people that it's the Democrats' fault why your EBT not gonna be loading on your card. Now, keep in mind, most of these people who got EBT and who got government assistance, they probably voted for this man because y'all know he likes to get the uneducated, the people that live in the worst conditions, because they want hope. They want this person to come in and save them. So a lot of his supporters are going to lose and the grocery stores are going to be down. Do y'all realize the impact that EBT has on grocery stores? Let's talk about this. If you don't put the money on these people EBT cards, Walmart, Publix, HEB, and whatever grocery stores y'all have, the Piggly Wigglies, and all of these grocery stores are going to suffer. Next month, you think you've seen something happen already? Watch what happens when you don't give these American people this EBT. Let's talk about this. The millions of Americans that are using EBT will not be getting their EBT on their card. And I know some of y'all feel like they don't need it. Good for them. So what? That's what they get. I know some of y'all feel like that. The problem that y'all don't see is if these grocery stores and these Sam's Clubs and Costco's and all these stores, if they don't get these EBT customers, somehow whoever don't get EBT, we're going to pay for it. It's going to be a cost that's going to come with this not giving people their EBT cards. Because if people do not get their SNAP benefits and they're not going to go grocery shopping, do you know what's going to happen to the grocery stores? A lot of that stuff is going to get thrown out, just like when COVID happened. And because of that, they're going to try to get their money back from somewhere. They're going to get their money going to come back from somewhere. So you better believe that if they don't put the EBT on these cards and the SNAP benefits on these cards, it's going to be a collateral damage effect. Everybody is going to suffer from it. Some of y'all feel like these people need to go to get a job and they need to go to work and they need to work hard like I did and they need to pay for their own groceries and the government don't need to pay for it. Some of y'all might feel like that, but let's talk about right now. The tariffs are already up. The imports is already, up. The exports is already down. People are not buying our soybeans right now. And you want to talk about not putting EBT on people's cards? Do you know that when that happens, some people are going to go hungry? A lot of people are going to go hungry because some people, that's their only way of eating. Now, the people that voted for MAGA, I hope you go hungry. I hope you starve. I hope your kids starve. I know that's me. I hope everybody starve because that's what you voted for. However, if you didn't vote for this, I feel bad for you. Hopefully you can go down to some food banks. Hopefully you can go down to some churches, somebody who can help you out. But the thing is, if they don't load the SNAP benefits on these cards, which they're talking about, I just watched this man say, if the Democrats don't come to the table, they're not going to load the SNAP. So he think he going to keep squeezing the Democrats and trying to threaten the people until they cave. He think that these people are going to cave, and if they don't cave, I'm going to make the people suffer. And the Democrats are going to be, it's going to be the Democrats' fault. But what he don't see is that people are not that stupid to know. Some people are, don't get me wrong. A lot of people who voted for him are not the brightest people. But you really think that that's going to hurt the Democrats more by you not putting EBT and SNAP on people's cards and starting to threaten people health care and talk about not putting people health care and money on their card? Do you think that cutting the Democratic programs is good for this country? Do anybody really believe that cutting the Democratic programs is good for this country? Anybody in this chat, I would like to know. If you think that cutting the social programs is the solution, I would like to know. Please comment right now. Because what I'm telling y'all is that if these people don't get their money and they don't get they don't get they money, they don't get their EBT, they SNAP benefits, everybody's gonna suffer. Because the grocery stores, you better believe they are gonna get theirs one way or another. Which means them shelves are about to be full. Everything that they stocking up, because y'all realize that with the tariffs, they already been stocking stuff up and trying to eat the cost. But how are they going to eat the cost once the EBT and SNAP not coming in no more? Do y'all know how many millions of dollars Walmart, Publix, Winn-Dixie's, and Aldi's and Sam's, everybody, all of these stores is about to lose so much money by these people not shopping, and a lot of things is going to go bad on the shelves. And when it goes bad and when everything goes south, what's going to happen is the people who pay for their grocery that's paying cash and using your own money, you are going to suffer. And yes, Cheryl, that's correct. Most of the grocery stores thrive off of EBT customers. That's what they don't understand. And when you take away that EBT, all of the, a lot of stuff that they already saying they're going to cut by next year, which is the sweets and the sodas, and a lot of that stuff is not finna sell. It's not going to sell. So what's going to happen is a lot of these companies right now, if you're talking about not putting people money on their card, a lot of these companies is about to lose a lot of money. And when all of this money gets lost, they're going to find a way to get it back. The wealthy people don't take losses in this country. America is for the very wealthy and for the rich people, and these people will not lose. What's going to happen is they're gonna lose, but they're gonna lose up front because they're not going to get the EBT customers, SNAP customers. But I guarantee you, as the collateral damage, the price of everything is going to go up. The price of all of this food, especially stuff that people buy on EBT, which some people like to classify is stuff that they don't need. Stuff that they don't need, the sweets, the sodas, the stuff like that. Oh, that stuff ain't gonna sell. So you better believe a lot of milk and cereal and stuff that's probably not healthy for us anyways, a lot of that stuff is about to go stale. It's about to go bad on the shelves because they already been having to deal with tariffs because of this administration. They already having to deal with people don't have money. Like I just seen a comment from one of my people. It say this is the time to keep our money in our wallets. And guess what? It is the time to keep money in wallets. And guess what? They're talking about cutting EBT before Thanksgiving. They're talking about cutting SNAP EBT benefits before Thanksgiving. Do y'all know how much money and food people are going to spend on Thanksgiving? But if you take away the SNAP and the EBT before Thanksgiving, the turkey's going to be sitting in the freezer. No one's going to spend money. And what's going to happen because of these people not spending money is that everybody's going to suffer. And it says rich people live off the fact that class will buy from them their products. They think that, but what's going to happen is that everybody's going to suffer because with the EBT and Thanksgiving, like let's talk about this. A lot of these people, they celebrate Thanksgiving with their EBT card, with they SNAP benefits. You take away the SNAP benefits, it ain't gonna be no Thanksgiving. And if it ain't no Thanksgiving, then $40. Say Aldi got a deal for $40. I know, but it's just that a lot of people don't have money. People don't have money, and it's people giving away food, like Elizabeth said. People are giving away food, but is it gonna be enough to feed the amount of people that's about to line up? Like, you gotta understand, in my life, in y'all life, and a lot of people did lose their jobs, by the way, from Wacky Boy, and a lot of people are getting furloughed. But in my life and y'all life, when has it ever not been SNAP benefits, food stamps, some form of government subsidy for food? I don't know how old I had to be to see a time where it was no EBT and no SNAP and no WIC foods. When was it a time in our lives and y'all lives that they didn't have this?